Hello and welcome back to the Fitter Fox. This is my day 14 update video, and in this video we'll be talking about how much weight I have lost during the week, also what I did to injure my foot. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so later on in this episode I'll be going on to talk about my weight and my measurements, so we'll see those and see what progress I've made. First, I just want to give a quick recap of what I've been doing this week. You'll remember from last week's video that I was focusing mainly on my diet, but I said that I wanted to do more on my exercise. So I set the mission for myself to go out and try my new gym. So I've just got some footage from that.
So it's 8:30 almost, and I am just walking to the gym. I think it's about a 20-minute walk. I have not been to this gym yet. This is my first time there. I'm just really going to sort of figure out what's going on with it. I'll probably do a bit of cardio, go on the rowing machine or something while I'm there. But it's more just sort of a recce. So I'll let you know how it goes.
So as I got to the gym, say it was about a 20-minute walk, and I got there and the place was absolutely packed. And as I go inside, the gym itself is pretty full too. It's quite a cool gym. It's set over 2 floors, but I didn't get any footage really inside because it was so busy even at that time of night that I was a bit too embarrassed to start filming. It's a bit odd, but yeah, so I went in and had a look around. They seem to have a good mix of stuff, but what I really wanted to do is find a rowing machine to have a go and do some exercise, do some cardio on there. I was pretty disappointed to discover that they didn't seem to actually have a normal rowing machine, a Concept 2 type rowing machine. All of the machines are set to this app that you have to have, and for various boring reasons I couldn't get it. But I had a go on the rowing machine anyway. Just did a few minutes just to give it a try. I've not used a machine like this before. It's based on water resistance instead of air resistance, and it feels very different to what I'm used to. I didn't really like it, but this is all they've got, so unless I'm going to change gyms, I think I'm just going to have to get used to this machine. But anyway, I couldn't really use this properly, so I decided to go for a jog. So far so good. Yeah, I mean, you can see I'm working up a bit of a sweat and desperately trying to take photographs of myself, gym selfies. I think there's a technique to doing this, which I'm sure I'll perfect over the coming year. But I did 25 minutes. I normally do a rate pyramid when I'm on a treadmill, just to keep myself a bit more interested. So I tend to put the rate up every 5 minutes or 2.5 minutes. And I just wanted to do a quick jog, really. So I started off with a warm-up at 6, and then I built up to 8.5 kilometers an hour, and then back down. I think that works out as being just under 5 miles an hour, I think. So it's not very fast. It was a jogging pace, but to be honest, for me, at my level of fitness, more than enough over 25 minutes.
Okay, so I'm just on my way back from the gym now. It was probably... it was less than successful in terms of getting my rowing done, but at least I've seen the place now and I know what I'm dealing with.
Well, you might have seen this on my Instagram, but as you can probably see here, I've injured my foot. It shouldn't look like this. It's all red and swollen, and I decided to check how swollen it was, so I measured it, and if you can look, hang on, doing this one-handed, it's 11 centimeters around. Now that is 2 centimeters larger than my other toe. It's huge, and it's all red here. I don't know what I did. I think it might be when I went for a run on Wednesday, which is a bit disappointing. I was only on the treadmill. I mean, it might be my trainers that need a replacement. I'm blaming them. But
other than that, I've got to say that this is yet another example of why I need to lose weight. It's pretty disappointing, really. It's kind of set me back with my diet. Well, not with my diet, sorry, with my working out. I've had to work from home today.
So yes, that is my foot injury. It's been almost a week now since I went for that run, and my foot is still injured. I keep trying to walk on it, and that's, I think, making it worse. But I'm doing all the right things. I'm elevating it and taking ibuprofen and putting ice on it when I can, just to try and keep that swelling down. It's really uncomfortable, and to be honest, it's stopping me walk, let alone doing any exercise. And I'm getting really concerned that that's going to have impacted on my weight loss this week. But let's get on the scales and see how we've done. I'm a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. So I hope it goes well.
Right, I'm just letting the scale turn itself on. It's one of these smart scales that obviously it does my body fat percentage, and it likes to tell me that I'm 27 years old. Right, okay, here we go. Okay, so that's giving me 118.7 kilograms and a body fat percentage of 42%. Okay, well that's a reduction. Let's go back. Let's go back to my measurements and see what that all means.
Okay, so it's time to measure myself again. Got my tape measure ready. Hopefully this will be a little bit neater than I was last week. Okay, so around the chest we have, that says 50 inches. Okay, that's good. Around the waist, let it all hang out. Try and keep it up around the same point. That says 53 inches. And around the hips. We have got, wow, that's not right. That's in 16 inches. Okay, so that's 46 inches there, if you can see that. And on the arms, I should really get somebody to help me with this. Right. Yeah, again, that's 14.5 inches, but I wasn't expecting much change on my arms because there's less fat to lose, and I haven't been working out my arms, so there's not going to be much change really. I think on the bigger areas is where we're getting that bigger change.
So as you can see here on my graph, I have just input the weight from my scales upstairs. Now I had set myself the target of losing 1.5 kilograms this week. Or about, well, 5 pounds, I think, 5.5 pounds, something like that. I haven't quite managed that. With that weight, I am 200 grams short, which I think is about 6 ounces. So, not even half a pound. I'm pretty pleased with that, really. It's not that much of a difference to fall short from where my target was. But the good thing is that because I lost so much in that first week, I'm still ahead anyway, so I'm still a bit ahead of the curve. I just want to make sure that that doesn't become a trend, that I keep meeting these targets. I've got this 1.5 kilogram target running for the next 3 weeks before it settles down to the 1 kilogram. Per week. So, this is a really challenging start to this diet, and I really want to make it stick. So that's to be focused on next week. Now, here are the body measurements that I've taken. So you can see here on the graph, I've input these for the last couple of weeks. This is a bit more of an interesting graph, I think, than the other one. There's no target here really. I don't know really what sort of difference we're going to see, but as you can see, we've got that loss of a couple of inches there on my hips and on my waist, and the 1 inch reduction on my chest, arms staying steady. And finally, the bit you've all been waiting for, here are my progress photos for the week. Again, I'm not sure there's been much of a visible change, but I think it's good to have these as a record. We'll see the change over a longer period of time. I might do some sort of time-lapse thing with them. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Yeah, but that's that.
Okay, well that is the end of this video really. I'm actually pretty pleased with how this has worked out. But I'm hoping that my foot's going to be better for next week. I'm going to be able to get out and do some more exercise. I'm going to try some low impact stuff. But yeah, I'll see you all next week. Don't forget, as always, if you did enjoy this video, please do click the like button because it helps me out. If you've got any questions, then you can leave a comment below this video, or you can direct message me on my Instagram. And as always, if you do enjoy this series, then please do click the subscribe button so you can get reminded of my next video. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.